Hello, I decided to do my first video of 2015. We just had a nice rain shower, so I came down to check on things, see how things are looking. And surprise, surprise, my irises decided to bloom. I have two different varieties. This is my first bed and my first plot. Right now there's just some Alyssa Craig onions, some lettuce that came up from last fall. It's black-seeded Simpson. Some volunteer sunflowers. I have rose bushes along the front fence. This here is lemon balm. And then in the cages here up front are iceberg lettuce. I'm sure they enjoyed this rain. And in the corner is my butterfly bush. I will also be planting some zucchini in this front bed in the empty spots. Then, excuse me, in my second bed I have red candy apple onions. After that I have some cabbage growing. There's 4 of them. And I just planted in front of them along the front of the bed carrots. They didn't come up yet. And these are my 4 hot pepper plants. I have 2 orange jalapeno and 2 black Brent from Tolly. Black Brant, excuse me. And then all in here, this empty spot, I'm going to be putting my pole bean TP and maybe some more bush beans in the empty spot. And then these, another volunteer sunflower in the back. I have 4 ground cherry plants. I planted them for the first time last year and really liked them. So I planted some more this year. And then at the end of the bed I have some more onions, and these are candy onions. You can see coming up. And that in the corner is butterfly weed. Planted that 2 years ago. That comes up every year, gets a really pretty orange flower. Then in the back bed, the only thing I have right now is my garlic that I planted last October. I have Spanish Raja or Raja and German red. There's also going to be melons planted in here once I clean it up. I've just kind of been storing everything back here. In the back corner is my gooseberry bush, which is loaded with buds, but it has been here for 4 years now. This is the 5th year and I still have not been able to harvest a gooseberry. So I'm hoping maybe this is the year. Then in my middle bed, on one end I have golden snow peas, which are growing good. And I noticed I'm going to start getting flowers soon, which means peas. I also have my beets. I have 3 different varieties of beets. Behind the beets is my lettuce. I have romaine lettuce, and then in front of that is mixed lettuce. I'll get a better shot when I go around. Another row of onions. These are copra onions. And then I have my pepper plants. These are all sweet peppers, Lydia pepper, there's some paprika peppers, Hungarian pumpkin peppers, Yolo Wonder. I have Chervina Cheska. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong. Cubanelle, elephant ear, chocolate beauty. And I have more onions. These are red tropia onions, or torpedo onions sometimes they call them. And then my broccoli bed. And I'm actually going to harvest, I think, that head tonight because it's flowering. And probably that one. There's 12 plants here. And in the front of that bed I have sugar snap peas growing up a trellis. peas are doing good so far this year. And it looks like getting some flowers on that too. It's the other side of the broccoli bed. The onions again. And on this side, I have 4 eggplant. Excuse me, I turned the camera on you. And beetroot and lavender touch, both hybrids. Another volunteer sunflower. I never have to plant sunflowers because they come up down here every year on their own. This here, I have 2 Savoy cabbage plants growing. That's a garlic that came up on its own from last year. Onions, volunteer sunflowers, and here is the mixed lettuce bed. You see the pretty colors. I'm probably going to separate some of these and let them get to full size. And the rest I'll just do as loose leaf lettuce, the cut and come again style. Beautiful romaine lettuce. Those I gotta harvest soon. There's 4 of them. And then the last bed in this plot is the bed along my fence line dividing my 2 plots. I have Sunrise Bumblebee and Iva's Red Berry growing on the one end. And that is another lettuce plant that came up on its own from last year. And this bed's empty right now, besides my cherry tomatoes, because this is where I'm going to be putting my pumpkin plants. And this is oregano, which I was given a piece of my first year down here. So that is 6 years old. It's beautiful. Still empty bed, that's where the pumpkins are going. And then this is my artichoke, purple artichoke plant. This is its 3rd year. Still haven't gotten an artichoke off of it. Hoping this will be the year also of maybe getting 1 artichoke I'd be happy with. No signs yet of any. But it's a very healthy plant. This is curly leaf parsley that overwintered. And then cherry tomato plant, black opal. And behind that is chives. So this is my first plot. I'll do a second video on my second plot.